Okay, welcome back. Welcome back to my channel. So, I would like us to listen to this woman. Many of you have seen her face. She's not a superstar, but her video is trending these days for some weeks now. Her video has been trending simply because if you want to grow, you need to capitalize on Igbo people. That's just what is trending now in Nigeria. As long as you want to build a platform, you want to have a voice, you want people to listen to you. Go and learn how to insult Igbo people. Once you got that right and you have a platform, use it against Igbo people, you will trend because almost every tribe in Nigeria will join you, they will follow you and all that. Of course, you will have reactions because our people will never ever ignore you. We will always want to comment on your videos. So this Fulani woman, capitalize on that. This is what she find out. The easiest way to grow on social media is to capitalize on Igbo people. I'm not saying that people should not reply anybody. I'm actually here to reply to her, to be honest. I've done it before and I will continue doing that if need be. But this morning, this afternoon, depending on your time zone, probably maybe you are now in your evening, we are going to go through her video, just short clip. Then I will have other things to say because it is not obvious that Fulanis are trending somehow these days. Please look at this video. During the next today, during the 10th of November 2025, get there in doing the needful at Enugu. This is the on the ground. Since the issue of America coming to Nigeria started, this group of people have taken to social media to expand the whole propaganda. They have made so much noise about it. Yet the people of Northern Nigeria have been very silent, except for people like me. They've been very silent about it. Nothing has been done. Of recent, there has not been any recent attacks. Not to talk, or maybe we'll say it is the attacks that have led to such provocation. Nothing has happened. We've all just been talking with our mouth, going against the fact that we do not support the propaganda. But suddenly this happened. Now let me tell you one thing. I want to call the indie fosters to order. There is one simple proverb that said for people in Kano. I don't know if you know that proverb. Let me translate it for you. It's a proverb that is usually said in Kano. Let me tell you, everything that you start, please be careful with what you start. Because we are, in the northern Nigeria is just a place for doubling things. It's a place for doubling things. When you come with nonsense, the nonsense you receive becomes times 100 of what you begin with. That's why in the first place we call you to order. Don't start things you can't finish. Now let us go back to history. This one Nigerian thing started from you. Today we say, okay, we want the one Nigeria by force by fire. It becomes a problem. Criminality started from you. Now there's so much criminals in the north that it has become a menace. You're the one still crying. Now, kidnapping started from your people. Now there are so many kidnapping happening in the northern Nigeria, and it has become a menace. So bigotry started from you. Now bigotry is a big problem in northern Nigeria. Our people love doubling things. You know what they call money doublers. Yes, we love doubling things. So don't start what you cannot finish. All the time we just keep quiet. If we continue keeping quiet, things becomes bad. Things become bad. Some of you think I'm a bad person, but people of intellect know I'm not. I'm just trying to, make things calm down. Because when you start something, please think about the future of what you're starting. This is absolutely wrong. Completely and absolutely wrong. So please look into it. And now another problem we have in this country is that every faction has a problem. They will never call their people to order. Call their people to order. Okay, now listen very, very well, because like I told you, it's a very short video, and we are going to pay close attention to every word that she said. And we have other things to talk about because there's something I noticed about these Fulanis and their jihad tactics. I wanted to ignore this video when we come live. I would have expanded this video, like I would have said something, the way I wanted it, but for the sake of the people shooting cow, okay, this video is not good for live stream. If I bring it on live stream, they are going to pull it down. Do you understand? So I am reacting on it here, not because I have the time. I don't have the time, to be honest with you, but I have no other choice than to talk about it here. Now, this woman says something very, very interesting. First thing first, that the shooting of cow is not as if there's any provocation, that there like any attack, there's no recent attack in Southeast that warrants shooting of this cow, according to her. So you should just wait when they attack before you only to come and shoot cow. So how did she know that there's no recent attack in eastern part? How did she know? That goes to tell you that when I called her mother of Ndogbonigwe, I knew what I was saying, because he goes to tell you that this woman actually knows when they're going to carry attack and when they're not going to carry attack. That's why she was able to tell you that there's no recent attack that warrant this provocation. To her, it's a provocation. But when they buy you, you should understand, because one Nigerian and they are, this is their word of life. But when you react on that, it become an issue. And to be honest with you, in the component that make up Nigeria today, the number one tribe that lies a lot, like if you want to say who lies the most in Nigeria today, is Fulani. They are the one. They will tell you that your brother is your problem, that your brother is corrupt. Give us chance so that they can lead. That they are the corrupt. They themselves are not corrupt. If you give chance, they will plant Sariki. They will plant, their people to control the region. To control it. That's how they conquered Hausa people. In our live broadcast later, maybe later tonight, I will try and find out, because we are going to come live in our main platform a few hours from now. I don't know when you're going to get the video. But after that, there's another live stream that I want to run, where we're going to talk more about how Fulani become Nigeria. Then you know, because most of us actually don't know. These people that they are seeing as your problem are just, that place is not meant for them. These are people from Senegal and from other Sahel. But they are the one telling you to go back to the place and develop it. Just imagine that. Like you just visualize your father's house now, your village. Somebody come to your house, to your village, and settled, and from there begin to expand. I don't blame them, because I blame people, Hausas and other Nigerians. Then why? Wait for when we are going to talk about it in detail, because I just want to focus on this woman. There are other things, about Fulani that many people don't know. You don't know their character. You don't know their way of life. Once you give them chance, they will see you as a weak person. The determination, the zeal will be there. Even if they keep quiet now, they kept quiet for a time to strike when necessary. That's what is going on. People like this woman is here lying. Let's go back to her video so that you understand what I'm talking about. You may not understand it now, but pay attention to this video just so that you understand what we are saying. Let her talk. Just a moment. Let me get it, bring it up. Just a moment. I am trying to play it without refreshing it. So, and the whole thing is giving me headache. Let me try again and bring it up. Okay, the volume needs to be on. Let's take it back a little bit again. I think
don't start what you cannot finish. Please look at this video.
You should not start what you cannot finish. Please look at this video. Now, let's continue.
2025.
That ESN is doing the needful at the end of the
Since the issue of America.
Now, she says, since the issue of America coming to Nigeria,
This group of people have taken to social media to expand the whole propaganda.
These people have taken social media to expand the propaganda. Again.
They have made so much noise about it.
They have made so much noise about it. Just imagine. Just imagine. Okay, so let us continue from where we stopped. Just hear her.
Except for people like me who have spoken out. They've been very silent about it. Nothing has been done.
Nothing are very silent about it. Let me tell you, in Nigeria today, there's no tribe. Okay? No tribe will enjoy what people are enjoying. That's number one. And these people cannot even take what other tribes are taking. The insult and the humiliation. And this is simply because they were told that their father, Usman Danfode, who conquered the Hausas, conquered Hausa people so easy and so cheap. automatically they believe they can use that menace on other tribe to advance their conquest. Because what actually totally ejuna, eh? Ebe ọ bụla nwatakịrị totally pick the ejuna, nwatakịrị na-aga n'ụzọ pick ejuna, ebe ha ga-abụzi ebe ọ ga na-aga every now and then. If a child pick up something like snail, that place where that child pick their snail, the child will always make use of that road. Wherever that child goes, you always want to go pass through that route, believing that somehow snail will also come back again in that road, so he cannot pick it. Do you understand what that proverb? So they conquer also people. They believe that it's so cheap and so easy, and that tactics and that pattern, they can advance it. Guess what? Guess what now? They are not coming out to threaten people, jumping on board. What they forgot is that during the Nigerian Biafran War, you did not fight the war alone. So this issue of Fulanis are strong and this and that, your strength lies, when it comes to terrorism. That is gospel truth. When it comes to terrorism, you are first. But combat, I don't think Fulanis are there. I don't think so. I don't think so. That's just the fact. Yorubas and Fulani and TV, everybody fought against Igbo people, and you are here yapping. So I'm not here, to talk about what issue of war, because I don't promote war. I don't promote violence. But we need to be truthful. We have to be real to ourselves. Now let's continue from her video.
Of recent, there has not been any recent attacks. Not to talk, or maybe we'll say it is the attacks that have led to such provocation. Nothing has happened. We've all just been talking.
As of today, as of even yesterday, Nibo people are running head scared at Nibo in Enugu State. I don't want to talk about the attack. Attack is constant. Kidnapping is always there. But this one lies for a living. She lies for a living. A Fulani woman, I thought. Honestly, I don't know the kind of Muslim they practice. If not, I have been with good Muslim people from other countries, not from the one in Nigeria. The one in Nigeria, we discourage you to even believe in anything in Islam. If you have been to some countries, I don't want to mention names, you understand what I'm talking about. There are some good Muslims that are actually very calm. Maybe a few of them in the north, you may find few of them, but majority, when you have 90 to 95% of people, promoting terrorism and violence, it will be difficult for you to believe that you will see any good person there, isn't it? Because they all seem to possess the same kind of mentality and same spirit that attack other people. Do you understand? So let's continue.
Going against the fact that we do not support the propaganda. But suddenly this happened. Now let me tell you one thing. I want to call the indie fraudsters to order.
I want to call the indie fraudsters to order. Look at senseless senseless woman. This issue of propaganda, you know nothing. You have to have brain before you organize propaganda. And there's nothing to propagate here. You are just a bunch of liars coming out every now and then. I have seen some, even the Kwashoko youth coming out and yap nonsense. If not, listen, let me use this opportunity to encourage some of you that lives in the north, or you have somebody that lives in the north. If anything happens to you in the north, don't expect anybody to mourn you. The choice is yours. You are the one that choose to die like chicken. So you need to also save your life. Leave the northern part of Nigeria, for crying out loud. Leave it and be yourself. But if you insist that you must be there and you want people to die in the east because you are living in the north, you're a dreamer. If you want to be a manu, that's your business. That's just the gospel. Because there's nothing you want from people. There's nothing you want to hear that you have not heard. And the woman is threatening you openly. You want to be an instrument for negotiation. You must be a joker.
There is one simple program that said for people in Canada. I don't know if you know that program. Let me translate it for you. It's a program that is usually said in Canada. Let me tell you, everything that you start, please be careful with what you start. Because we are, in the northern Nigeria is just a place for doubling things. It's a place for doubling things. When you come with nonsense, the nonsense you receive becomes times 100 of what you begin with. That's why in the first place.
This is where illiteracy begin to work. You are your so-called gun is being purchased by oil from our region. Get into your score. You provide nothing to Nigerian as a Fulani people. Nothing. Nothing. Is it cow that you guys are making love with? Or what? What exactly is that thing that you are bragging for? But you know, somebody who have the mind to behave anyhow, you can. There's no way you can change their mentality. So your destiny have been like that. This is what you have mapped out to. You have made yourself available to do. You want to be an instrument of terrorism and all that because a woman like if Nigeria is a country that is meant to work, this one will be somewhere cooling off in detention because she's a promoter of terrorism. I've seen if ordinarily what happened between Wike and one of the another Fulani man who happened to be a soldier. I've seen series of videos from army chiefs and rest of them dishing out order. Some of you may say it's a military. No, because it has to do with the Fulani man. If we had that issue with the Igbo person, they will be calling for they will be calling for the head of that soldier now. But you now see how boldly most of them are, because as long as Fulani is concerned, both those one, some of them that say they should cane. I think I was should say sugar cane, not Fulani. I don't know, but some of them that are nobody. They're now coming out, talking anyhow. They love it when you are fighting your nobody. Like we decided to say that he's not Igbo. They love it, and of course, for Igbo people trying to reciprocate, want to show weak as well. Since you say you are not Igbo, that it serves you well. That is what Fulani wants, and they don't joke with it. Wike is something else anyway. But just watch this woman.
They call you to order. Don't start things you can't finish. Now let us go back to history. This one Nigerian thing started from you. Today we say, okay, we want the one Nigeria by force by fire. It becomes a problem. Criminality started from you. Now there's so much criminals in the north.
You say criminality started from you. Should we go back to the history? Osman Danfodio, what do you call what he did? The so-called conquest and the jihadists and what have you is an act of criminal. You can't. How can you be a terrorist without being a criminal? They work hand in hand. In fact, terrorism is the younger brother of criminality is the younger brother of terrorism. That means you guys are sparring when it comes to criminality. You have no less than 10 different terrorist groups, one tribe. How can you be that? Are you the only Muslim in the world? No. Go to how many extremists do we have in Indonesia? How many is in Turkey? How many is in Kuwait? How many terrorism is in all those Muslim countries? But only you want just settlers in Nigeria. You have 10 different, if not more than, terrorist group, and you are proud of it. You call that a warrior? That's not warrior. That's the act of terrorism. Somebody see.
You're the one still crying. Now, kidnapping started from your people.
You say you are the one who still crying. That is level of your stupidity. But let's continue.
Now there are so many kidnapping happening in the northern Nigeria, and it has become a menace. So bigotry started from you. Now bigotry is a big problem in northern Nigeria.
That's a lie. Bigotry did not start from Igbo people. I don't want to drag all that tribe on this video, but you know the truth. I don't want to go there for now. Let's continue.
Love doubling things. You know what they call money doublers. Yes, we love doubling things. So don't start what.
Just shut up your mouth. Let me move to another thing. This is how she rolled. A very senseless woman. There's a post that I want to share with us here. Okay, when you come here, how many of you remember this post? This particular man, this man here. How many of you remember him? This is a man who is an Indian man who claimed to be one of the Islamic cleric or whatever they call that. But he's very, very, very busy dishing out, all this nonsense Islamic celebration. He's very vast in when it comes to Islam, as he knows it and all that. What he said here years ago, okay, is exactly what is playing out now in Nigerian system. And what is those things? Pay close attention, because many of you may not know this. He said, interaction with Muslim efforts up in Nigeria. In Nigeria, you don't have Muslim efforts. Nigerian Air Force at Abuja Airport, Abuja, Nigeria, interacting with Muslim Air Force. What do you mean by Muslim Air Force? And this man is going around, around the world to some of the countries that actually give him permission to do that nonsense. He is there preaching Muslim as if he's against terrorism. And look at him here. This is the man we are talking about, the man that made the tweet. This man you are seeing here. Here, he's an Indian man, but even in India, I was told that he was being monitored. I think or sanctions. In fact, he don't have that, that space or reverence. He don't have that kind of freedom. That's what I was looking for, to propagate his agenda, because India is mainly Hindus, but in Pakistan and every other part, he's there. He claimed to be a renowned Muslim cleric that knows what he's doing in Quran, and he claimed he knows Bible very well and all that. But you can see the mentality, because no matter, the more you read this religion, or you want to, the more you sound like Oyobunibu, like you understand. Because if not, tell me what will warrant this man to make this kind of post here? What you are seeing here now? What is that thing that you think that will make him to say this kind of thing that he said here? I am trying to save it so that I can let me see if because I always want to drag it a little bit so that you can see it. It should not be, that thing that you showed us is not all that clear. I want it to be very, very clear, so that you yourself can see it and tell me what you think about it. Because Ikwamaro Ibezia, that's what I want to do now. Let me just get it up and see if I can bring it up and you see it for yourself. Very, very important. Very, very important. So I believe you can see the picture here now, right? Let me drag it so you can see the writer very, very well. I think it's more readable now. Look at him, this man here. He said interaction with Muslim Air Force. He made this tweet years ago, right? Years ago. And that mentality, how did he know? Here, if you pay close attention, this one look like brutal. These are top army officers, right? Then, and now you can see the activities, the mentality of army. Use what happened to Wike a few days ago. Then that will tell you all you need to know. I'm not against what happened to Wike, but for your own sake, you need to read meaning into that. Are you trying to tell me if that army is a non-Fulani person, that they will just throw their support like that? No. When Wike was talking to him, what did he do? He put his hands in his pocket, which I don't blame him on. Please don't get me wrong, because Wike deserve, that's what is called karma. I believe in karma, especially when you use that against your own people. Wike deserve that, and it happened to him at the right time. He deserved it. Now, all these things going on now, many of you think that you are seeing in one country, everything is moving fine. I hope so. I hope so that your hope is real. But honestly, I doubt. Okay? What you don't know is bigger than you. There are a lot of plans ahead. A lot of plans are on ground to finalize everywhere. From conquering Hausa people, they believe they're going to conquer every other part. Why massaging you that we are still in one country and submitting you down to their will? What kind of voodoo is that? Honestly, I am struggling to understand why people are buying into this nonsense. I don't understand. But the choice is yours. Please make sure you like the video and tell me what you think about it. Yes, God bless you. And we are coming live on our main platform. If you know, you know. Join us there and like the video. Subscribe to the channel. Thank you. God bless you.